Good afternoon. We are live. This is a strange time of day for us, isn't it? Oh, welcome. I'm so glad you came in. I wanted to talk to you about my log cabin projects that I have going on. So I want to say hi to Diane, who's here from Brookline, Massachusetts. Carla is thawing out in Oklahoma for a day or two. And Linda is up in New York. Linda, my friend, hello. Jean has made it here from Mount Vernon, Washington. So we have both coasts um, present here. Linda Ryers, hello, my friend from Illinois, and Linda Lombardo, my Michigan buddy. Oh, Michiganders are the best. I have to say it. I'm prejudiced though. So that's the way it goes. So who all is has made quilts out of log cabins before? And have you enjoyed making a quilt out of a log cabin? No. I think somebody wants to get included in the show here. Hi, Joyce. The frozen tundra of Texas. Yeah, you guys are really getting yucky down there. Yesterday, I saw a newscast from Plano, Texas, and it was showing the snow. And I kind of chuckled because the snow that it was showing, we call sugar snow because it's exactly the same composite of, or the same, feels just like sugar. You can't do anything with it. Oh, Julie, hi. And so Julie's made a queen size. And Linda has made a log cabin, has not made one, but she's always wanted to. Um, I've got to tell you something about this log cabin. I've made them in the past. I've made a few of them. Hi, Carolyn from snowy South Carolina, and I've always enjoyed them. But I once I started this little project with a lot of the tips and tricks that I've learned, I didn't want to quit making them. I mean, I just kept going, kept going, kept going. Um, these are going to be the basis, the foundation. And what we're doing is we're making little ones like this. These are 6.5 inches and they'll end up 6. And then we're going to put those together. We're going to have 4 of them. And then those 4 are going to have a couple borders like this. And we're going to make placemats out of them, which I think is really cool. The other thing I want to take a look at is how can we make napkins to match? Maybe we can, maybe we can't. I don't know. I haven't figured all that out yet. But what I have figured out so far is the class is, in fact, in the university. Right now, oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. We have to show this, guys. 10 inches of snow in Arkansas. I am so sorry, Karen. You stay home, stay safe. It will go away. We always say up here, it'll go away. June is coming. Okay, Linda has designed a bunch with her electric quilt program, but never taken the time to actually do it. Linda, maybe now is going to be that time. Linda Lombardo likes the color combination. Thank you. At first I looked at it, went, boy, that's Christmas. And I wasn't really looking for something for Christmas. But my husband said, think about this. We have an oak table and everything is kind of old in here. So it works. It works. So I'll use them. But I probably will make some more with spring colors and summer colors just because they're fun. They're really a lot of fun to make. Karen, she's waiting. She's just going to wait for June to come along and the snow to melt. Lori is here from Arizona. Hi, Lori. Welcome. So glad you could make it. I'm going to just wet my whistle here. Oops, up my nose. Okay. Log cabin placemats. What I have done is I have got the class started. It is in the university, so study is so good and so faithful about getting all the things that we need in there when we need them in there. And it's so appreciated. They do such a good job at that. I wouldn't have a clue. So, anyway, what is in there at this point? At this point, there's pictures. And there is this piece of paper. Well, it's actually 2 or 3 pieces of paper. I'm not really sure how many are in there, but definitely 2. This paper that is in there, once you sign up for the class, you will go ahead and go into the class, and this is the supply list. Now, a couple things I really wanted to talk to you about the supply list. I've got some things on here that maybe you don't know or haven't heard about from me yet. And yeah, one thing got omitted in here, but it didn't get omitted in the heart. And I'll talk about the heart in just a minute. Lori, if you've not done log cabin yet, you're going to absolutely love it. It's addicting. It really is. Maureen, hi from Kansas. Welcome. So good to see you. What I did was I put under the fabric requirements here. Actually, let me do this. I'm going to try something, guys. Oh, I don't know if I can do that. Okay. I'm going to try and pull it up. No, it's not going to let me. Stacy, oh, there it is. Okay, hang on, hang on. Oh, come on, you. Okay, now I'm going to come back here and let's go here and let's go here. I hope it works. Nope. Okay. I'm sorry. I tried, but it's not going to work. Anyway, you could go in and print these out. And what's neat about the fabric requirements is one, there's not a whole lot of fabric required for one particular set of blocks. Hi, Mary. Are you still in still in Arizona? Or are you back in Michigan? Joan, hi from Nebraska. Good to see you. So nice to have you. And Linda Kay is here from Illinois. Welcome. So, anyway, this to me is a great stash buster. It really is. It's one of those things that you can make very scrappy. You can make it very modern. You can make it very intentional. So, there's a whole lot of things that we can do. Now, here on the other supplies, what I forgot to list on here was Roxanne's glue based or some other glue based. And I'm going to grab my bottle, which is on the ironing board right now because I've been using it all afternoon. We're going to be talking about how to get really, really awesome seams. And this product or Elmer's school glue with the tight nozzle will work too. A lot of people have used a lot of things. Anyway, this will give you a perfect seam. The project I'm working on right now today, you'll see I'm sewing every seam on the bias. All these are all bias seams here. And by using this, it keeps those seams totally stable. They do not stretch when I stitch them, which is the goal. It really is. So this is a really, I think, good investment. Now, I get the bottle. because I want the tip. Okay, it's just a little tiny tip. And then I refill it. I don't go buy a new bottle. Once I've got the bottle, I've got the bottle. Then I'm just going to go ahead and refill it with any white washable glue. Okay. I guess I'm not supposed to mention names, but we all probably know the one with the orange cap, right? So yeah, to buy these is it's a little pricey on the first one because you're getting this beautiful tip, which I just lost my cover to. And to keep it covered when it's not in use. That's key. That's key. So I will be teaching you how to use that. Good morning, Wilhelmina. She is here. Oh, good morning. Listen to me. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm calling it morning. Okay, that's me. So anyway, we're going to go through once you go through the supply list, and there shouldn't be anything on here that's a surprise. And then we've got cutting directions. It's up to you whether you want to cut before or after. We're going to talk more about that during our informational session. I am setting up, and you will all get an email with the date and the time. And it is going to be, and I'm going to look at my calendar because I want to be sure, Tuesday, January 14th at 10 a.m. Oh, Nancy, hi, 8 a.m. in Victoria, Australia. Oh my gosh, I can never keep track of you guys' times. I'm sorry, I try. So we will have that informational meeting. We'll talk more about a lot of this stuff. But what I really wanted you guys to see is how we were. Now I put each one of mine together differently, and you don't have to do that. You can put them all together the same way. Here's one design that I chose, and another design that I chose, and another design that I chose. And I just saw a new one today, and I'm going to try that one next. It's Joey. I am on Central Standard Time, darling, and I will make sure that all of the time zones are addressed in the email that I send you for the informational meeting. Okay? Now, the other thing I'm going to suggest you, the first class is probably going to be more cutting and getting things ready than sewing, but I'm hoping maybe we can sew a little bit. And remember, before we start sewing any new project, we want to change our needle. Okay. I tend to use a 90-14. However, if I'm piecing, I use a 70-12 because I like to piece with glide thread, which is very, very thin. Very thin. Hi, Kathy. Beautiful in Florida today. What's your address? I'm coming to visit. Oh, I only wish. Yeah, you know what? Stacy asked me if I wanted to go to a show in Florida in March, and I said, no, I think I'll pass that one up. What was I thinking? Duh, craziness. So I'd like to hear if you have any questions on the placemats. Yeah, Joey, glide threads are great. Glide threads are great. I got that from Donna McCulley. She told me all about the glide thread, and it's going to help too with our piecing. The reason why is when we're using such a fine thread, our fabrics lay flatter together. And so we get a much sharper crease in our pieces. So it really does help. It really does. And you know what? You don't need a whole bunch of colors either. That was the other thing that Donna taught me. She uses a medium gray for just about everything for piecing, and it works just fine. So I went and got some gray glide. That's what I piece with. It's not too late for Lakeland. It's great show, and Kathy will take me out to lunch. Maybe that's not such a bad idea, Kathy. I'll talk to Stacy. I don't think she's assigned anyone else to it. Okay, now let's take a look at, oh, the log cabin is going to be a three-part Zoom series. No, four-part, I'm sorry. Four-part series, 3 hours each. However, you all know me. I never go the allotted number of hours. I always go longer than that. And the classes will be every other Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. And Tuesday just has always seemed to be the best day to pick. So we're going to go ahead and go for that. And it will be a Zoom class. So we will answer questions as they come up, and we will record the instructional portions of the class. Okay. Yeah, the basic just chatting and visiting, I don't normally record. We may not want that for future posterity. Anyway, the second class that I'm going to be doing, the log cabin heart. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the little commercial I put together on the log cabin heart. Got a new program, had to play with it, and that's what came of it. So this is one of the ones that I have made already. Okay, I've made several. Hi, Tanya. Welcome from Virginia. Good to have you here. I have made several of them. Now, this is going to be a 1 day quilt along. So we're going to be doing everything in 1 day, just everything. So it's going to be one of those classes that we're not going to have as much time to sit around and chat in, but because I do want to see us get this project finished. I am going to show you how to put a hanging sleeve on the back. Now, this is a very small hanging sleeve because I have a little table hanger and it just has one little metal rod that goes through it. And I wanted you to see that the sleeves are not really hard to put on. They really aren't. You know, when I first started quilting, I was scared to death of hanging sleeves, and I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. And the directions I found, they didn't make sense to me. Okay. But then I was blonde then, so that might have something to do with it too. The other thing is the quilting on this. There's so many different quilting things that we can do with this. On this particular one, I did clamshells around the outside, around the inside border. I'm sorry, 1 inch clamshells. They ended up fitting beautifully. I did take a darker color and I echoed the heart. And now I'm going to put a few little hearts around it. I just haven't had time to get that done yet. And I checked in my box of goodies and I have some little baby rickrack in there. Is that cute? It worked out perfectly. So I'm going to show you how to put that on there too. It's so easy. It's so easy. You can stitch it on or you can glue it on. I opted for stitching it on because I did try to glue it on, didn't work so good for me. Uh, but I did glue it long enough to hold it so I could stitch it. And if you're going to ever wash it, you definitely could want to stitch it because the glue washes out and you don't want that. So we just did a regular binding around it. the hanging sleeve to put onto the little holder. What's cool about this is I think we could take this idea and come up with projects for every month of the year and use the same basic pattern, but instead of putting a heart, put four-leaf clover on there, or put a bunny on there, or put some fireworks on there. There's a whole lot we can get done here. So I think that this is going to be probably more than just a one-time shot for your imagination. Okay. Now, I have not set up an informational meeting for the log cabin heart. I don't think it's probably necessary because I am going to email you before we get started with what I'd like you to have done beforehand and kind of give you a little bit of a syllabus. I like to make a syllabus of the classes so that you come each week knowing what we're going to be looking at and working on. And it seems to work out very good. It really does. You're going to think I'm crazy on this log cabin art because I suggest you use 4 plastic bags, gallon-sized bags, to organize our cut pieces of fabric. It's just something that doing from paper piecing quilts that I kind of have incorporated it into mine, my other quilt as well. The other thing we're going to want to do, we have a lot of small pieces. And what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to label them, how to set them out, and how to make it not confusing to put together. I know some ladies who have done a log cabin block get overwhelmed by having so many pieces, little pieces of fabric. But when we're done talking about how to put them on, how to get them ready, I don't think it's going to be intimidating any longer. So I want you ready for that. And what I do is I just use these little clips and a Post-it note. If I'm only making 1 or 2, paper clips work too, and a Post-it note. Because we want to make sure that they're organized. Organization is key when you're making a log cabin quilt. I'm really glad. Hi, Lori. Um, okay. Oh, okay. What part of Arizona? Okay. I'm sorry. I just saw a comment here that I had to make it work in my head. um, So what we need, the fabric requirements for our log cabin heart is 5 fat quarters, coordinating fat quarters. You want a 12 by 12 inch piece of batting. When we're done, this is going to be approximately a 12-inch square. So it's a nice little size. I mean, you could hang it up, definitely. You could throw it on a table, put a base on it. There's a whole lot of different things you can do with it. But I just really fell in love with it. I think it turned out cute. We are going to be templing, in case you didn't notice. The log cabin is going to be under the main fabric. And we're going to come in with a number 4 heart template. We're going to stitch it down. We're going to then temple it, take this fabric out. So you will want template fuse, and you will want an iron in good working shape, not like mine, spitting iron out. I like to use small snips for the templing, so we'll want to do that too. And that's about it, other than our just regular, normal stuff. Again, this class is in the university, and you can get the supply list. It is in the university. You also will get, not until the class starts, but I have a full pattern for you. Okay. I put together the full pattern. So you will have that, and you will have the full pattern for the placemats as well. I never like sending you home without information so that you can do this again once you get home. Okay. Um, I appreciate the fact that you guys attend my classes, and I want you to get that lasting value out of them. So, yeah. So, yeah, Jana says is that she is so glad that she can refer to the class in the university later. And that is so important because life happens. We never know when we're going to have to be called away for something. And, you know, having it there when we come back, we can pick up where we left off. The other thing I want you to know is I am always reachable. You can text me. My phone number is on the So Study page under the instructors. You can email me. I will answer. Sometimes it may take a day, but I will answer. I used to be able to answer emails really quickly, but it's taking me a little longer now. So, yeah. So, anyway, this is what we're going to start with, where we're at. Oh, I should let you know that the classes do have limited number of seats. Okay, the last two, I think I ended up selling them both out before the class started. So if you're thinking about it, you might want to consider that they will probably sell out or may sell out. I have expanded the number of seats. So hopefully everybody who wants to take it can. That's important to me as well. Do you have any questions for me? Do you have enough information from me? Okay. Okay. I've not seen any questions or anything. I want to sincerely thank you for coming and meeting me here today. I won't take up too much more of your time. I I love doing this, and I love meeting with all of you. So don't forget when you get on your YouTubes and Facebook, your YouTubes to like, subscribe, and share, and all that stuff. Okay, Joey asks, what do you mean about limited seats? That's a really good question, Joey. It means that I can only take 25 or 30 students in the class. Now, granted, you're at home, I'm at home. We're not all sitting together in a central location. But the reason that I do limit the number of seats is to hopefully have enough time to answer each individual question and give everybody who needs it the a fair amount of help and time. If I had 100 people in there, I don't know how good that would work for me. And it also, I think, helps keep down a little bit on extraneous conversations then that can sometimes take us off into a tangent, and then we have to pull everybody back in. So we have found 25 to 30 is a very good number to have. And yeah, we do some convincing, and we do some talking, and we all are becoming friends. So that's why when I have the class stated from 10 to 2 or 10 to 1, and if we don't get out of there till 1:32, 33 o'clock, it's not the end of the world. I'm fine with that. absolutely fine with it. I just want to make sure that you all have the education that you need. I don't want anybody to leave the class with unanswered questions. Okay? Okay, Dee Dee says, Linda, stay warm. Yeah, you too. You too. It's all 28 degrees up here today. It's not too bad. And Dee Dee said, I want to have some holiday placement. Gives me an excuse to go to the fabric shop. Absolutely right. I already bought my 4th of July fabric for those. Julie, I will definitely. Julie tells me to enjoy my fish fry. For anybody who's ever lived in the UP or around the UP or northeastern Wisconsin, it is like I don't know what the word is, but it is tradition to go for fish every Friday night. We all do, and yeah, we just do. I know that's nice. I never have to cook Friday night. Okay. So Joey said, one more question. What do you use once you use the glue, after the glue base is gone, what did you use for glue? Oh, Elmer's school glue. It's machine washable and it works great. So, as a matter of fact, when I had the quilt shop, I bought a gallon of it so we could all refill our bottles. It has to say washable. That's the key, okay? Washable. Um, Dee Dee, it's always warmer in Austin. I guess. I hope you guys are far enough away from those fires too. Oh, Linda said some in Southeast Michigan love the fish fry too. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Okay. Jana Elliott, was this question missed? Which question, Jana? Because I don't want any unanswered questions. We definitely want to. I'm looking back here. Did you ask the question? Oh, okay. Maybe you're talking about Jan O'Grady's. Uh, oh, Janice and Lori asked where we sign up. I did not. I missed that. Okay. The So Steady University. So you go to sosteady.com. On the main page, there's a section for education. It will have a drop down list. Go into the So Steady University, and it should be like on the last class on the last page because it's the newest. So you can just go ahead and if you want to make it easier to find, just go ahead and hit the last page button down there and it'll bring you right to it. If you have trouble, Lori, just give me a holler. Yep. Okay. Jan says, a date for the heart and how long is the heart class? That's a good question. I did not cover that, did I? January 25th will be the heart class. And that is a Saturday, which is really different. We normally don't run classes on Saturday. I'm running it on a Saturday so that if we have people who work, they can come and join us too. That was always one of my problems. When I was working, still in the working life, I had to miss everything that was during the week, and that was just sad. So the class will start at 7 a.m. Pacific time, 8 a.m. Mountain time, 9 a.m. Central time, 10 a.m. Eastern time. And it's scheduled to be 6 hours long. So it is a little bit longer. Okay, Jan says she knew the 25th. Right, right. No, Jana, you're on Central Time, correct? I think you are. It's at 9 a.m. Central Time we're going to start. And I usually get on if, oh, you're on Mountain Time. So it would be 8 a.m. on Mountain Time. I try to get on just a little bit early too, just to make sure that if you have questions or anything you want to talk about, I'll be there. Yeah. So I hope you consider it. I am not really sure. 7 a.m. Pacific. Dee Dee, I'm sorry. You know, it's hard for us as educators to be able to get a time that works for everyone. Because if we start too late, the Eastern girls have to be making dinner while we're finishing up class. Um, I know, I know. It's hard. It's hard. I guess maybe I should look at doing two different versions of it next time. Joey's kitty gets her up. Yeah, I have two dogs that wake me up at 4:45 in the morning between 4 and 5. So anyway, if there's no other questions, then you're on Central, Jan, then it'll be 9 a.m. Yeah. Will there be reruns? It will be videotaped, and you will have the tapes available in the university. Yes. Yeah, it's hard on that Pacific side too, yes. Because you guys are way behind us. Okay, guys. As I said before, if you have any questions you want me to talk about, please feel free, give me a call, give me a text, give me an email, any way you want to do it. I'll be happy to answer them. And I'm really looking forward to seeing most of you in class. So until we meet again, let's quilt.